Coucou my peeps, hello my loves, have a happy birthday. So today is Battle of the Lip Balms, of the facial sprays part 2. I did one last summer where I talked about a variety of different facial sprays I used and the different things they did, like something like a setting spray versus like a Max Fix Plus versus the hydrating spray, like all that kind of differentiation. So I'm having one of those days where like I'm just not comfortable in my skin. Comfortable. No, well, that was at you. Nothing seems right, and I keep like looking at the viewfinder because my lighting is okay, so like we're gonna have a moment. I always feel, not always feel, but I have these days where I feel like my head looks very small in proportion to the rest of my body. Like, has anyone seen the Meet the Robinsons where he's like, my arms are so small, you know, that one? Yeah, I sometimes have that feeling with my head, and that is where we're currently at. So if I'm fidgeting, it's because we're having one of those days and we're just gonna roll with it. Anyways, I've like readjusted way too many times. I just need to film this already. I did part 1, tangent over, of this video last year, and I'll link that video down below. But I recently finished my Chantecaille Rosewater spray. It was part of my 6-pan challenge. I will link that down below. Part 1 for sure, and part 2 if it's up, like the first video and the last video. But what was I gonna say? I was going to go repurchase this. I bought this when I was in Vegas at the Chantecaille counter when like so much damage happened. I blacked out. I just gave her my credit card. I didn't actually realize how much things cost like individually. So when I went to check back the price on this, I was shocked. This is 50 pounds here in the UK, and so I was like, I can't spend 50 pounds on a facial spray when I know there's other more affordable things out there. So let me try some more affordable options. If I don't like them, I'll go back to this. So I'm going to talk to you guys about some more affordable options that I have been trying out. Real talk though, I probably will still go repurchase one of these. I'll link do I have a review on this one? I don't think I have a review on this one. So what I'm going to tell you is that besides the fact that it's so beautifully hydrating, it is pure rose water, so it has a smell that's very nostalgic to me. Rose water is something that my grandmother always had in her house, and so that smell just takes me to that place. And then I like the way that the nozzle, you're not going to get anything, I've used it up to the last drop. The nozzle sprays a lot, but it's still a fine mist, and it's just so hydrating. And anytime when I spray, so I'll be out and about, I have really sensitive skin, and so like even just the air outside will make me come home and have like redness. So I will take this and spray it all over my face, and it just calms it down. And so I think that's why I will repurchase this and have a bottle on hand, because I really like it. But now the two that I'm testing out, or have been testing out to talk to you guys about, is this Clinique Moisture Search Face Spray. It's this one for 21 pounds. And then the Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with Aloe, Herbs, and Rose Water, which was 7 pounds. Of the two, I prefer this one. So I may buy one of these that I use like all the time, like 50 times a day to shower in, and then one of these to use sort of more sporadically. But let me talk to you guys about them. So let's talk about this one. This one I found at Urban Outfitters. Mario Badescu, I believe, is at Ulta in the US as well, but I guess at Urban Outfitters as well. If I can find an Urban Outfitters link, like a website link, I'll put that down below. Otherwise, I'll probably just link in Ulta. I'll find a link and put it down below. So what is great about this one is that it does have that rose water in it, so I get a little bit of that nostalgic scent that I really like and that calming effect. But I honestly think the aloe in this is what's really so soothing to my skin, and I really, really appreciate that. So I use this in the morning, sort of as a prep for my skin before I put on makeup, throughout the day when I need it, definitely before I go to bed. I've been liking to sort of like bathe my skin in some facial spray right before going to bed to like seal in all that moisture, because at that point I usually have done my skincare at least a couple hours before. So yeah, no, this is incredibly lovely. Let me spray some to show you. It is a nice fine mist. Let's see if you can see that. Do you guys see that? It's just like a very fine smell, and it's so fresh and hydrating. I really, really recommend this, especially at the price point. You get 4 fluid ounces. It's phenomenal. So I can't recommend this highly enough. This one is 4.2 fluid ounces, 21 pounds I said. And it's one of those great Clinique products, and you know Clinique always does gift with purchases, so if you're sort of bundling, this is a good one to try out if you like. Carolyn Hirons raves about this, and I can link her review on it down below. She like says she has one of these in her purse and she just is constantly hydrating with it. I think it's nice. I do think it's nice, and it is hydrating. The sun is moving, so our lighting is going to be affected. I'm sorry. But there's something about it that I feel like when I initially put it on my skin gets a little bit more red. I don't know why. So my skin gets a little bit more red before it feels calm and hydrated. The other thing is that it's technically unscented, but you feel like there's a little bit of a hint of a chemical smell. It has that same kind of fine mist. Yeah, it has that same kind of fine mist, which is nice. But I honestly, I feel like with both of these, I like the fine mist, so it means I can use them, for example, over makeup a lot easier. But when I'm sitting there trying to drench myself in it, I feel like I have to pump a lot more, which is, I appreciate it, totally a first world problem. But that is something that I like about the Chantecaille, is that you just need a couple spritzes and you get full-on impact. So yeah, it is nice, but honestly I prefer the cheaper alternative. But they are really lovely. I recommend this one a little bit more than this one, but give both a try, especially if you have sensitivities to scents or fragrances. You can try this one, and if you are wanting to splurge, then definitely do the Chantecaille one. It is really, really lovely. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to share. Let me know if you guys have any favorite facial mists, facial sprays that you really like using. And yeah, let's chat down in that description box, comment section. That's where we're gonna chat. I'm gonna do some points of positivity and we will be done. So my first point of positivity is I recently found out that one of the sweet girls that I talked to here through comments and who we interact in this way has her own channel. Her name is Amy. She has such a really lovely channel. I've really been enjoying watching her videos, so I will link her channel down below. Definitely go show her some love. She's just such a beautiful human being, and you will not regret it. My second point of positivity is amazing low-key Sundays. I am filming on a Sunday. I have like nothing much planned, and yeah, it's just one of those, besides feeling like my head is too small. Besides that, it's a nice lovely low-key Sunday. And my third, it's not the color that I'm wearing today, but I've been wearing my ColourPop Tuxedo bright pink lipstick a bunch this week, and it's just been brightening my entire day. So that is it. Those are my points of positivity for the week. As always, please let me know what's making you guys smile down in that comment section. I want to send you guys ever so much love. Thank you for being here, and I can never leave you without reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.